wait 1 minute.
Yeah,
Take a live.
No problems at all. Yeah, we're just hold tight, so we're going to go live on Sky Sports News. No problems. Yeah. Thanks to Serena and Lucy for their time in advance. Lucy is on 99 caps, as you will be aware, so patiently waiting for that 100th.
Here we go. Morning, Serena. Morning, Lucy. Thanks for joining us today. Serena, look, let's start with sort of the questions around the game. I know you got one more training session now, but
there you go.
But how's the team looking, sort of fitness wise? I know Fran wasn't feeling 100% after the game on Friday, and can we expect a little bit of rotation for this game against Czech Republic?
Well, about fitness of the team, almost everyone's fit. We have one question mark, is Georgia Stanway. So we'll assess her. Everyone else is fit to play. We'll do some rotations, but don't expect 11 other players on the pitch.
Is Georgia okay?
Yeah, she's okay, but actually still recovering from the game Friday. She needs a little more time.
England are obviously ranked 4 in the world, but they've beaten Sweden in 3rd, Germany 2nd, and now the US in 1st. How good is this England team, and how close are they to being the best in the world?
Well, we have 10 months to go. I think we're in a good place. I think we're improving. We have to improve to do really good at the World Cup too. But I do think we're improving our game all the time. I think we built some confidence too. That's what we did in the Euros. That's what helps too when you beat the USA. But we saw some good things in the game, and we saw some things we really have to improve, which is very exciting too. So I don't know yet. We just keep working hard, trying to improve our game, and we have 10 months left to do that.
Lucy, we'll get to the good stuff in a minute, but I just wanted to get your reaction. Obviously, anyone that was on social media yesterday saw the tweets and the quote unquote banter between Casillas, which was said his account was hacked, and Puyol about making jokes about things that shouldn't be really joked about. So I'm just wondering what your reaction was at the time.
Well, obviously at the beginning, no one really knew it was a joke. But I think the reaction that has been had on social media in general, from the beginning of not knowing what it was to then thinking it was a joke to thinking it was hacked, whatever it was, the reaction just shows that there still needs a lot of education, a lot more openness about these kind of subjects, because of that kind of reaction wasn't normal, whether it was from social media, from fans, from people who comment in, whether it was a joke or not. I don't know Casillas, so I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs, but I just think it shows that there's still a lot of education and still a lot of conversations that need to be had to make the world and social media world and a better place, and people more comfortable to have open conversations when they are real or when they're not.
Carlos Puyol's a Barcelona legend. Obviously, you are now a Barcelona player. He came in, spoke to the players before the week before the Champions League final, so he's clearly close with the team. I'm just wondering sort of how that leaves things when you go back and with his relationship with the women's side.
Yeah, I mean, I've not met him, so I couldn't really comment. But I've not really spoken to the Spanish girls either, so I don't know what they're really thinking and if they've really looked at the story. But I'm sure it'll be a conversation when I get back to Barcelona that a few players will be having, and I can get more of the information to have more of a real perspective on the whole situation in general.
Thank you for that. Lucy, you are on 99 caps. Tomorrow will be your 100th. When you get to something like this, do you become reflective and think about the journey you've been on?
Not really. It's just that, I guess I'm not that sentimental. It's obviously a huge achievement, and I've always celebrated every player that's always reached 100 or 50 or their first cap, or the likes of Jill and Farah, who have done crazy amount of caps. But it's just another game for me. If I do play,
She'll play.
Yeah,
Okay,
there you
there
go.
you go.
I'm not
Team
being
news line.
rotated. It's obviously a huge achievement. But again, I think it's like any other achievement that I've had in my career. It's something that I'll maybe look back on once I've retired and think, oh, that was amazing. But right now, it's another game, and once I've got 100, I want 101 and 2, 3, 4, and just keep going. So, yeah, it would be a nice occasion and a nice landmark to have hit. I don't think it was something that, when I first started at England, I never really had that goal of I want to have 100 caps. But to have made it that far it's pretty incredible. I think I'm like the first and only one from my sort of generation. So I think that's pretty special for me.
And it's going to be special for teammates, family members, that kind of thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, actually, funny enough, my brother's coming all the way from Sheffield to Brighton with his family, because before the Euros I was a little bit ill and I missed the Switzerland game, and I was a little bit ill because my niece made me ill. My brother's daughter, yeah. So now he's like, we have to come all the way to Brighton to watch your 100th cap because it should have been at Wembley, but we got you ill before the Euros. So I was like, okay.
And now you've called your brother out on live on television. That's,
Yeah.
that's nice of you.
Oh, that's what siblings are for, right?
Thanks, Lucy.
Hi, Serena.
Hi.
I know you say you're not the best team in the world yet because you haven't won the World Cup and there's 10 months to go, but the USA manager said you're definitely contenders. So does comments like that, does it add a lot of pressure for you?
No, it's not a lot of pressure. I would have expected him to say that. I think all the other competitors with us will say that to put pressure on us. They did that during the summer too. Everyone would say that, well, we had to win. Well, we just really wanted to win. And we had to play well. That's what we had to do, and that's what we're trying to do every time. So what we can control, we'll do. We try to get better all the time, and then we see what it brings us.
Is that a new thing the team and you have to deal with? You kind of have a target on your back now.
Oh, we already had a target on our back anyway. I don't think this game will change that a lot. So, no, we're pretty comfortable. And again, what I said, we have 10 months. We have a game tomorrow against Czech where we can, again, want to have a good performance, want to have a win, and want to improve our game.
There's been reports that you've signed a new contract, an extension to stay here. Are you able to comment on that?
Yes, well, I already have a contract until 25, sorry. And we had good conversations. I feel very valued. We're in a very good place. But, you know, in football it can go very quickly. We have, hopefully, we have a couple of more tournaments to go until that time. So it's very comfortable at the moment. And we're all happy. I'm happy. Team is happy. FA is happy. And I just hope we'll keep it that way.
Thank you. And for Lucy, there's a lot made about the unbeaten run this team is on. Do you actually think about it too much as players?
I don't even know what it is. How many?
23.
What's the record?
I don't know what the record is, but it's 23 under Serena.
Yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, I guess you just take, like, it's so cliche, but you take each game as it comes. I don't think it's something that we speak about as players or have paid much attention to. Similar to people talking about us being the best team in the world or beating USA, I think this team's very focused on wanting to do well at the World Cup, wanting to be focused on the games that we have in hand, the training sessions that we have. I think that's probably what made us so successful in the Euros, was that sort of focus that this team has. And it's like that no matter what the subject is, whether it's an unbeaten run, although I would like to know what the record is. But yeah, I think we're just really focused. And you know, the way football is, you could easily lose a game that you're not meant to. You can win a game that you're not meant to. That's the nature of the game. That's why it's so exciting. But it's obviously fantastic that we've not been beaten under Serena. Magic Serena.
Magic team.
But yeah, it's a great thing, and it gives you a lot of confidence as a team, and the players that come into the squad, the players that play the games. It gives you a lot of confidence to know that we know how to win games and not be beaten.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks, Alex. We'll open up to the floor. Yep, we'll go across to Molly, please. Thank you.
Hi both. Serena, first of all, can I just clarify if you have actually signed a new contract or have you just had the conversation?
No, I haven't signed a new contract. I'm very happy with the contract I have. And yes, we have had conversations, very good, and I feel very valued. And we're all happy. So that's what I just said. I hope we keep it that way, because then we keep performing well.
And maybe a bit awkward because Lucy sat there, but firstly, what as one of the leaders in the group, I know you've spoken about kind of wanting to have leaders in the group. What has Lucy done in that regard since you've been in charge? And I just wondered if Lucy might be captain tomorrow, or will it be Millie again?
When Millie plays, Millie will be captain. And Lucy has an incredible role in our team as a leader. Not wearing the band, she's still the leader. She's also connected with the staff really well, because during the game too, the vision she has, the intelligence in the game, can really translate how we want to play and how to solve things. I think we have a couple of players that do really well, but it goes really quick, because the ability to analyze not only your own game but the whole team is really, really good. So that helps the team, and it helps the staff towards the team.
And Lucy, just for you, I suppose, obviously you're spoken about your knee injuries and stuff. Did you ever think you'd kind of get to 100 caps?
No, I mean, I was told at 20 years old that I wouldn't play past 27, and I'm 30, so I'm not doing too bad. Again, I think that's why I never set 100 caps as a goal for England. I just wanted to play as much as possible. But yeah, I guess I've just had to work hard on being focused, doing everything right. And just hope for the best. And obviously I've had a pretty successful career doing the things that I've done. And my knee injuries haven't held me back too much, but I guess it's just part and parcel of the game, injuries, and it happens to all the best players, all the players that play, loads of players that played for England. You get struck down with injury, it's just part and parcel of it, and how you overcome it and how you use it as a motivation, I suppose.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Molly. Yep, Simon.
Hi, Serena. I just wondered what your emotions are going to be like being back in Brighton, given the nights you had there in the summer during the Euros.
Yeah, lots of emotions, of course. It's going to be really nice. It's really nice to go back there. Yes, we have very good memories. It's a very nice part of England too, I think. But again, then it's another game. It's a new game. We play Czech. It's a friendly. We hope the fans will come again, just like they've been coming after the Euros and during the Euros, and that we can show up again and play a very good game.
And just one for you, Lucy. Obviously, you've played abroad in your career now at Barcelona. Even though the WSL is becoming such a strong league, would you still encourage England players to experience playing abroad, experience different types of footballs and cultures?
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm someone who's always based my career off of challenging myself, putting myself in uncomfortable positions. I think that's when you thrive the most as an individual, whether it's in football or in life. And there's not much more places to be uncomfortable than not speaking a language, not knowing anybody, having a different environment, and going abroad. For me personally, when I went to Lyon was the best thing I ever did. I improved the most, I learnt the most, I became the best player in the world. And again, going to Barcelona, I've got like a new lease of life. I'm 30, like I said, 30 years old, going on for 100 caps, but I've gone to Barcelona and again I'm improving and learning loads, not just the language and the culture, but as a footballer. I might get in trouble off the FA for saying it, but I would like to. I think it's important that players experience different things. Equally, I know that in football, there's people who like to stay loyal to teams and they want to have their whole career at one club because of the tradition and what that means to them, and that's a completely different thing. If players have the opportunity to go abroad and play for some of the best teams in the world, like I have at Lyon and Barcelona. Yeah, it'd be crazy to turn those kind of opportunities down, in my opinion.
And I know you said you were told you were going to have to retire at 27. How long do you think you can carry on playing for now?
Until Serena stops playing me. 2025. I don't know. As long as I'm still enjoying my football, I'm always going to keep playing. It's whether, as long as my knees keep going and my mindset is still there, I'll play for as long as possible. I think someone like Formiga is someone that I've really looked up to, and the career that she's had, to have played for as long as she did, it was incredible. I'd love to mimic something like that, but it's not always possible, and we'll see if these young kids are going to come and try and take my spot off me. But for now, they can stay away.
Thanks, Simon. Yes, we'll go to Matt.
Hi, Serena. After such a massive high on Friday, are the players just desperate to get out and play again? Are they just so full of confidence at the moment that they're just ready to go?
Yeah, I think this team always shows up. What I've seen, I haven't experienced at all during the whole year, last September till now, that that there's a lack of intensity or lack of commitment. It's always turned on. We always enjoy to play the game, and so we're ready for tomorrow. Also, we have one more training session, but everyone really wants to play again and show up and enjoy ourselves. So we're looking forward to it.
What are your main aims in these remaining games now this year? Having beaten the world champions, you've obviously, I think, got 3 games left in 2022. What were you aiming to kind of get out of it? Are you looking to blood a few more players as well as time goes on?
Yeah, well, we said we want to, of course, develop our style of play against different opponents. We want to see some relations in our team, so who collaborates with who, so get players together on the pitch, and we want to see different players who are competing to start or competing for minutes. So you first have to, of course, perform really well and be, in our opinion, be ready to compete for minutes. And then we try out some positions and some players, so we get some minutes, and that's what we need to get ready for July next year. So we have some good opponents. Then, of course, again, we have the Arnold Clark Cup in February, and we play in April. So enough opportunities to get ready for July.
Thanks. And just one for Lucy, if that's all right. Are you hunting down Karen and Jill and then Farah now in your head after tomorrow?
I could try. I think they started a lot earlier than I did. In the seniors, I could try, but yeah, what those girls did was pretty incredible. I think it's anybody to get anywhere near those type of players would be pretty special. I don't know if I've got the capacity to. Will that be another like 6 years or something? So we'll see. It's not really a milestone that I've got set. I just want to keep playing for England as long as possible and win some more trophies with England.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Matt. We'll call it a day there. Thank you.